touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit, ex slick then hit with the back then, you out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Get set. Go to base. 52's the mark. I'm going from back to back.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down, Reese. He's got Smith here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Tight go, tight go.
From the gun, Reese, and that's caught by Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Reese completes it to Hardman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready up, 52. Mike 52. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Run. He's done.
Operating from the gun, Reese. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And Sanders has got it complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reese. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go. Switch the outlaw. Substitute the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check 31. Check. Over.
Throwing on 1st down. Reese. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nicole Hardman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43.
Check 14. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Jim.
Now Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, James has got it, complete. 23 yards the pickup there. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise...
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Looking for Woods that time. On 1st and 10, Rees. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, Rees. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Lambo can't hook this one back in. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
This is Carson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, and he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Touch 50, touch 50.
Now Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Smith. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson rolling to his right. And Woods has it complete. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Now it's Wilson. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 6 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
380. 12.
On first down, it's Carson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man, here's Hamilton. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Zebra. Hey, watch the screen.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
All go special. Alert. Well. Here we go. Whip. Watch the whip.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
3rd and long.
The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Reeves. That's taken in by Henderson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run again with Hines. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. On the stop was Aaron Donald. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
36 power. Back. Took right.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Forced out to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down. Hey, Mike, 51. Good job right there. Hey, let's get that one. Go 14. 52. That's 3. Go 14.
Now Wilson, operating from the gun. He'll let this go for the end zone. Deshaun Hamilton, 36 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Colts 14, Texans 7. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Kill.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Texans send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They run again with Carson. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They run with Hines. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there for Andy. 59 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Wilson, they'll roll him out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Reeves. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Indy. 46 yards.
A gain of 46 yards on the play. And a Colts 1st down.
Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
14. Zoom. Go. 58 to Mike. Watch the pass. Here we go.
They'll toss it out to Carson. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
14.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now he dumps this off over the middle. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The end result, 21 yards. In a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught. Touchdown, Houston. Mecole Hardman, 50 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson, he finds an opening past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
25, check 25, check 25. Jumper. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 25. 36 power. Slam.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Check 19.
Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And James has it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Hines. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try to run with Carson, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Chris Carson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to the air on second down. Reese. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Check the backer, check the backer. 36 power.
Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Wilson. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
On first down, Carson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Run
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A.J. Boye with a pick. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Colts, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all. And when amateurs down attack when they tackle like